Southminster is a town and electoral ward on the Dengie peninsula in the Maldon district of Essex in the east of England. It lies about 3 miles north of Burnham-on-Crouch and 10 miles southeast of Maldon. To the north is the River Blackwater, which is tidal and since Roman times has been the gateway to trading in the area. History. Southminster is in the center of the Dengie Peninsula, which once formed a hundred of the same name. A major horse market used to be held annually in the town. Southminster marshes were a favorite center for hare coursing in Victorian times. Pandolwood contains ancient earthworks believed to date from the Iron Age. The landscape surrounding the town and elsewhere on the peninsula is characterized by a pattern of strictly rectangular field boundaries, with evidence of a unit of measurement having been applied to the scheme as a whole. Middle Saxon administrations have been suggested as its origin, although the road to the Roman seaford at Bradwell-on-Sea also conforms to the pattern. St. Leonard's Church. The medieval St. Leonard's Church dates mainly from the 15th century, although there are traces of much earlier work. It is a relatively large, townish church by Essex standards. The church also stands at an important road junction, contrasting with the familiar Essex pattern of a church and manor house complex on the same site. These features are consistent with John Blair's formulation of an Anglo-Saxon minster, in contrast to a private oratory in its origins, and the place name would perhaps suggest Ced's mission at the Chapel of St. Peter on the Wall near Bradwell, to the north, as its parent. Several well-known clergymen are associated with the church, including naturalist Walter Henry Hill, curate from 1832 to 1839, and Alexander John Scott, rector 1805 to 1840, but previously personal chaplain to Horatio Nelson. After the Battle of Trafalgar, Nelson died in the arms of Scott, and several artifacts that once belonged to Scott are found in the church. The church also gives its name to the town's local football team, Southminster St. Leonard's FC facilities. The town has an infant and a primary school, a small library, a handful of pubs, a police station, a swimming pool, a brewery and cidery, and one holiday park. Transport. Southminster Railway Station, the terminus of a single-line branch that was electrified in the 1980s, provides services to Wickford and Liverpool Street Station in the City of London. In literature, Southminster is the location featured in an episode of Cathedral History by M.R. James, published in A Thin Ghost and Others, his third collection of ghost stories published in 1919. Location grid. Parishes adjacent to the Southminster parish. References.